Cleveland blocking. Number 1 draft choice Ron Johnson, number 30, looked a lot like Leroy Kelly. He scored twice and gained 118 yards as the Browns smoothly executed their way to a 27-7 lead. Then in the fourth period, veteran safety Joe Scarpati, number 21, showed his jittery teammates how to hang on to the ball, and the Eagles began a Cinderella comeback. Quarterback Norman Snead kept his cool under the Brown rush and hit veteran receiver Ben Hawkins, number 18. The Hawks streaked by rookie Walt Sumner, but it was too late. Steady execution had beaten jittery nerves, and the Browns won it 27-20.
Buffalo was no place for super rookies last Sunday, or any other offensive specialist for that matter. Houston's powerful front four sacked quarterback Jack Kemp 6 times for a total of minus 59 yards. When the job was handed over to the amazing O.J. Simpson, number 32, his swivel hips didn't help. There wasn't an inch of Houston daylight in which to operate. Even when the Buffalo line managed to hold off the Oiler rush, all the Bill receivers had close company. Jack Kemp was intercepted 3 times, twice by alert safety Ken Houston, number 29. For a long while, only the defenses looked exciting. They even tried a little razzle-dazzle themselves. Oiler quarterback Pete Beathard used his running back number 36, Roy Hopkins, a 3-year unknown, to get things moving. But the Bills' defense was as tough as their Oiler counterparts. But the Beathard-Hopkins combo proved the best thing on the field when they found a leak and connected for 56 yards to set up a fourth period score. But most of the contest was fought in the trenches. The only other score of the game came on a 12-yard strike to rangy tight end Alvin Reed, number 89. On a day where the defense beat the offense, Houston squeaked out a low-scoring 17-3 victory.
Pat, the New York Giants pull off an upset in their first league game of the 1969 season. Just 8 days before this game, a new head coach, Alex Webster, he was a teammate of yours. In fact, I believe your roommate. Did he make any particular changes that were noticeable in that ball game?
Charlie, I talked to him the day before the game, and he told me he was making only 2 changes. He felt that preseason had gone so far he couldn't make any basic changes. One, he changed the position of where the quarterback stands in the huddle. And the other was he changed the cadence for the quarterback and for the offensive line. He felt that that change in cadence would enable them to get a little bit of jump on the defense.
Well, now, obviously, he has to go with the offense and the defense of Ali Sherman. And these two, I would have to say, minor changes. Can it make that much of a difference?
I don't think it really can. Maybe it will give them a little advantage that they might not have thought they had before. The real change in Alex Webster will be if he can and is able to instill some of his own pride and some of his own spirit that he had himself as a player in his team. There were times when he played, and as you say, I roomed with him, there were times when he played with his back so bad that I had to tie his shoes for him. There were times that he played with knees so bad that he could hardly walk, much less run. He's a winner, and if he can instill that winning spirit in them, and obviously he did this first week, he'll be a great coach.
What about the lack of coaching experience? Only 2 years as an assistant coach. He's never been a head coach.
The offensive center, Greg Larson, said it best, I think, after the game when he said, before this, and Alex has been able to unite him already with a cause. He said, before this, we all played for each other, before the change to Webster. Now we have something to play for, and that something is Alex Webster.
What does the future hold for the Giants this season?
I don't know. They've got to play a tough schedule. It's been a long time since they've been able to beat Western teams particularly, and they face two consecutive weeks now. So it'll be a challenge, no doubt about it.
Pat, in recent years, the Giants have fallen on hard times. But perhaps Alex Webster is the man to return them to their days of glory, along with the perennial powers like the Packers, Cowboys, and Chiefs. We'll take a look at those powers in a moment.
The Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers met head-on in the 101st renewal of their semi-annual bloodletting. There is no division physically tougher than the Central Division and no team tougher than the Chicago Bears. The Bears' rough-and-tumble style of defense blended nicely with the Packers' own brand of defensive crunch. However, the most destructive defender of all stood only 6'1" and weighed but 190 pounds. After the brawl, the Packers awarded the game ball to number 43, Doug Hart, whose fierce collisions with Chicago receivers and 2 interceptions led Green Bay to a convincing 17-0 shutout victory. Green Bay coupled its stingy defense with an awesome ground attack led by veteran fullback Jim Grabowski. Grabowski rammed and bucked his way for 85 yards rushing, while 2 young setbacks documented Packer depth at the running backs. Young Dave Hampton's instant accelerations accounted for 36 yards on just 6 carries, while Trez Williams gained 67 more and scored the Pack's first touchdown on a swing pass from Bart Starr. In victory, the Packers showed that they may well indeed be back. But their survival in the Central Division depends on the health of their brittle-bodied general, Bart Starr. After 2 years in the Army, Cardinal quarterback Charlie Johnson won his job back. Against the Cowboys, Johnson, throwing mainly to Jackie Smith and number 80 Dave Williams, moved the Cardinals almost effortlessly. However, when it came time to convert their opportunities into points, St. Louis could manage but 3 points all day. In one preseason game, quarterback Roger Staubach scrambled for 118 yards, but Dallas lost. Against the Cardinals, Staubach rarely strayed from the comfort of the pocket, and the Cowboys won. At times, the 27-year-old rookie quarterback took a fearful beating from the Cardinals, who dumped him 6 times for losses. But in the end, it was Staubach who delivered the most punishment. In the first half alone, 2 of his bombs accounted for 140 yards. One was a 66-yard strike to Dennis Homan, who was subbing for injured Bob Hayes. The other was a 75-yard shot to Lance Rensel for a first-quarter touchdown that was all the scoring the Cowboys needed to ensure victory over the Cardinals. Rensel's second touchdown came on the Cowboys' very favorite play, the option pass. Triple threat rookie Calvin Hill disguised the play beautifully then unlimbered a 53-yard toss to Rensel, who was all alone when the ball arrived. Staubach scored the final touchdown on a rollout to ensure a surprisingly easy 24-3 Cowboy victory. It was a big day for Dallas and their rookie quarterback as they took their first giant step in their quest for a third consecutive Capital Division title.
Kansas City Chiefs coach Hank Stram believes in a certain style of football. And in Boston last Sunday, the Patriots found out that the